Many people today credit Henry Ford with inventing the automobile. This is not the case. While Henry Ford was a pioneer in the automotive industry, his major contribution was making the automobile affordable to the general public, and in doing so revolutionized the manufacturing process. We are here today to remember his steadfast determination that not only led to the formation of one of the largest automobile companies in the world, but exemplifies the American spirit and fruition of one man's American dream. To truly appreciate Mr. Ford's accomplishments, we first need to understand where he came from, some of the obstacles he overcame, to become the important historical figure that he is. The son of an Irish immigrant, Henry Ford was born on a small farm near Dearborn, Michigan, during the summer of 1863. Henry received a basic education at a nearby one-room schoolhouse, but he spent a good deal of his time helping on the family farm. During his teenage years, Henry's father recognized his proficiency for mechanical devices and his dissatisfaction with farm life. As a result, Henry was sent to Detroit to work as a machinist apprentice at the young age of 16. Henry found work with Michigan Car Works and Dry Dock Engine Company. Later he returned to Dearborn, where he worked on steam engines. In his late 20s, Henry took a job with Detroit Edison, and after 2 years became the chief engineer. During his time with Detroit Edison, Henry began experimenting with internal combustion engines, inventing his first engine and even testing it over the kitchen sink in his home. By 1896, he had built his first car. In the summer of 1899, Henry resigned his position at Detroit Edison to pursue his interests as an automobile manufacturer. Not all things in Henry's life were a storybook success. Henry Ford's first automobile companies, the Henry Ford Company and the Detroit Automobile Company, both failed within a few years of being started. Henry Ford also dabbled unsuccessfully in aviation. Henry's reluctance to update or to offer any models other than his Model T ultimately led to General Motors gaining a strong market share in the automobile industry, causing Ford Motors to play catch-up in order to stay in business. Ford even ran for a seat in the Senate in 1918, but lost the election, and he contemplated running for the presidency. In spite of the many speed bumps that arose in his path, Henry never gave up. He never quit. He kept moving towards his dream of bringing automated equipment to ease the labors of the farmer and to make automobiles affordable to the average working person. While many people think that he invented the car, he actually invented the assembly line, which sped up production and lowered the cost of producing cars. Before this, cars had to be made one at a time, with highly skilled workers knowledgeable in all aspects of the vehicle production to build the car. Now, unskilled labor could specialize in one aspect and increase proficiency through repetition. Because of the assembly lines, cars can now be sold to the public at a record low price of $500 each. Through streamlining and acquiring all input industries to the automobile production, Henry ultimately got the cost of the Model T down to $280, making Henry's dream of having a motor car for the great multitude a reality. Other companies in all industries took notice. Henry's innovation lowered cost, increased production, and increased profit. Thomas Edison said Henry's assembly line was a radical invention that might one day be applied to nearly every business. Let the public throw a bouquet at inventors, and in time we will all be happy. With cars being more affordable and more people having them, people were allowed to travel farther, faster, and easier than ever before. Cities were allowed to grow, commerce between cities increased, and the American Industrial Revolution went into full swing. No single person or invention has had more of a significant impact on manufacturing industry as Henry Ford and his assembly line concept. Henry revolutionized the way products were manufactured, lowering costs and therefore improving the quality of life throughout the world. When we think of Henry Ford, let's not simply think of an inventor who created a product, but rather an innovator who transformed business, reshaped a country, and embodies the American dream. Thank you.